It's your big homie, Big Baby, man. And as always, sincerely from the bottom of my heart, I genuinely and thankfully appreciate everybody for tuning in, man. Y'all give yourselves a round of applause for supporting the real one and rocking, man. I appreciate y'all so much. Let's get to this intro and let's get to this live. First and foremost, before I start this, no, let me do the intro, then I'll do the disclaimer. Let's get it.
Let's change the world, 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 let's change the world. Let's just unite, let's stop the rapes and stop the fights and stop the murders in the world. Let's change the world, 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 let's change the world. Let's just unite, let's stop the rapes and stop the fights and stop the murders in the world. We gotta change the world. Some don't know the effects they have on others when everything that we do affects our younger brothers and sisters. To me it seems that the facts have missed us. Be there to reach down to hug and kiss us. Frankly, the current state that we're in needs to be discussed. Self-respect is a must. We need to tone down the lust, avoiding the fact that it provides a pleasant rush. But who in this world can you trust? The answer to that is yourself. Don't take what that man says off the bat. Pick that book up off the shelf. That don't mean not to trust. That means to take what he said, think about it, and then come back and discuss. Let's change the world, 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 let's change the world. Let's just unite, let's stop the rapes and stop the fights and stop the murders in the world. Let's change the world, 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 let's change the world. Let's just unite, let's stop the rapes and stop the fights and stop the murders in the world. We gotta change the world. Change up the world for the boys and the girls, because if we don't change it up, we're gonna make it in this world. We need to focus on the present and think less about the past, cause if we keep it up like this, then that's gonna be our fucking past. You gotta know just where you're coming from to get where you're going, so get on your search for knowledge, cause there's power in knowing. We need to pick up more books and read them cover to cover, and after you get the information, pass it to your brother. Spread it to the whole world. If you know it ain't fake, you'll be surprised the difference in this world that one man can make. There's good and bad in everybody, but you gotta bounce it out. And if we all found that, we change the world, no doubt. Let's change the world, 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 let's change the world. Let's just unite, let's stop the rapes and stop the fights and stop the murders in the world. Let's change the world, 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 let's change the world. Let's just unite, let's stop the rapes and stop the fights and stop the murders in the world. We gotta change the world.
What's good, y'all? What's good? What's good? This is your big homie, Big Baby, man, and this is the Real Talk, Real Shit podcast, man. Thank y'all for everybody tuning in, man. Let's go. And for anybody who wants to know, that song right there is called Big Bad H. Hold on.
6 months to get my hands on this
Man,
thing.
shut up. That song right there is called Big Bad A Changed the World, man. Big Bad A Changed the World, man. That's on my channel, on my YouTube channel. Go stream it up, run it up, please, man. Thank you so much, man. Dipset41, appreciate you, bro. Everybody tuning in, thank y'all so much, man. We got to talk about these Charlie Kirk conspiracies, man. And first and foremost, tonight, a lot of times I speak direct facts, right? And some of the things that I speak tonight will be facts, but some of these things that I'm going to speak about are speculatory, and some of the things that I'm gonna speak about are conspiracy. Whether it has validity in it or not, that's up to us to use our better judgment. Whether it is true or not, that's up to the fact of the matter. I am here to present some of these Charlie Kirk conspiracies because I've been leaving this topic alone. I've been trying to avoid the Charlie Kirk situation because this is a touchy subject. This is something that's being used. It's being used to polarize us. It's something that's being used to spread us apart and divide us. So I didn't want to talk about this shit because the racism and the things that's built up behind it. But I have to talk about this shit. I have to. There's so many conspiracies that are just blowing out, coming out of nowhere. So we got to talk about this shit. First and foremost, we're going to talk about the biggest elephant in the room, because the reason why I'm doing this, the reason why I'm making this live is because I came across some information and somebody was talking about some correlations that were very similar to the Charlie Kirk situation. And this movie right here is one I have. Like I tell y'all, I have one of the biggest movie collections in the world. And a lot of people may not understand the severity of movies. A lot of people may not understand the importance of the movies. But people like me, somebody like me, a real American, I totally understand that art doesn't do nothing but replicate reality. Art only art is an expression of reality. So whether something is totally true or not, ideas always come from reality, or ideas always come from a thought that is based on somebody's mental capacity. And most things in the world come from an idea that's already most of the things in the world come from an idea that's already put out here. So there's a movie right here, and I got it too. This movie right here, this Nicolas Cage movie called Snake Eyes. This movie right here, it's unbelievable, but I'm gonna break down to the best of my ability before I play some videos, because I got some videos lined up for us. Y'all do not want to miss this live. This is not gonna be a game. It's not gonna be a joke. This movie right here, I watched it the other night. Everybody hit that like button, man. And niggas don't even have this. People don't even have VHS copies of Snake Eyes. I got the real deal in real time. So as soon as I became privy to, oh, Snake Eyes had this and that. First off, let me play what this lady says about it, because I don't want to seem as a conspiracy theorist. I want to let a video that I heard explain this, because I'm not, like I said, I'm not here to talk down. I'm not here to discredit. I'm only here tonight to speak on conspiracies that are been circling around this Charlie Kirk situation, because there's too many conspiracies circling around it. Now, whether they're true or not, that's not my business. I'm not saying this stuff is true, but let's get to these conspiracies, man.
Guys, there is an insane connection with what happened with Charlie Kirk and a movie that came out in 1998. So the movie is called Snake Eyes, and it starred Nicolas Cage. And the movie was about a man named Charles Kirkland who got shot in the neck at a public event. Now, in the first 10 seconds of the movie, there is a sign for this event, and it says that it takes place on September 10th. So in this movie, the killer killed Charles Kirkland on September 10th, which is when our Charlie Kirk got killed. It gets even crazier because the killer in this movie is called the Executioner, and he is a distraction for the person who actually did the killing of Charles Kirkland. And get this, the person who took the rap for it in the movie's name is Tyler. Tyler. You know, the same thing that happened to Charlie Kirk. Tyler Robinson. And on the box for this movie, and on the trailer of this movie, underneath where it says Snake Eyes, it says, "Believe everything but your eyes." Guys, what is happening?
This movie right here, it says, "Believe everything except your eyes." For one, thank you, little grandma, for that 100, bro. I appreciate you, my brother. Thank you, little grandma, for that 100. For one, he's holding up a very, very recognizable hand gesture, which has a lot of meaning. If you know, you know. I'm not here to speak on everything. I'm not here because I'm already walking on ice with this one, because this Charlie Kirk shit ain't my business. This Charlie Kirk shit was meant to polarize the people. And we're witnessing it happen in real time. But see, what is blowing, how was there a movie made in 1998? How was there a movie made in 1998 that is directly, for one, if you didn't hear it, on this movie, according to the movie, I'm not talking about real life, I'm talking about this movie. On this movie, the same day that Charlie Kirk was assassinated, the same day, the 10th, was the same day that this movie, the same day that the Charlie Kirkland was assassinated on this movie. It was a governor on here named Charles Kirkland. Oh no, let me block you. Talking about shut up. Let me block you because you're being disrespectful. Get off my channel. For the man who this Charlie Kirkland, there was on the movie, this movie, I'm not talking about real life. On this movie, the governor was named Charles Kirkland. And Charles Kirkland was assassinated and he was shot in the neck. No, Charles Kirkland is in this. See, y'all are dumb. Don't be dumb. Don't be dumb. There was a government official named Charles Kirkland on this movie, and he was shot in the neck. And the person who distracted us from the real killer in this movie was a boxer named Tyler the Executioner. And Tyler is the same name. No, this is 1998, so just chill. Tyler was the same name as the person that we perceive and know to be the shooter in the assassinator of Charlie Kirk. So on this movie, Tyler the Executioner, the boxer, is used and paid as a distraction. He's used and paid as a distraction to deter people from understanding who really assassinated the Charles Kirkland guy on this movie. It doesn't make no sense, but let's keep it real. I don't give a fuck about no Epstein files. I don't give a fuck about no Epstein files. Let me tell you something. If you actually knew, which they already told you all the names on the list, they already listed all the names on the list on a news channel years ago when Joe Biden was in office. When they found Hunter Biden's laptop from hell. When they found the laptop from hell, they already came out with the Epstein list. Oprah and all these people's name were on it. They already came out with this shit. So it doesn't matter about no goddamn Epstein list. I don't give a fuck about that. What matters is the children, but we can't take back what they did to the children. We can't take back what happened to them children. So what the hell you worrying about it? Are you protecting your children? That's the main idea. Protect your children. Stop worrying about what everybody else's children went through, because at the end of the day, you ain't gonna do nothing about it, and there's nothing you can do about it. Protect your own children, man. Watch your children. Make sure your children are where they're supposed to be. Because children without parents become in this types of situation. When all these people adopting their children, putting their kids up for adoption, all these women giving their children up for abortion, these are the things that lead to situations of children being mistreated. If y'all weren't so quick to pass your children off and give your children to everybody and pass them off here and leave them over here and drop them off over here, these things wouldn't happen to your children. So let's keep going, man. Let's keep going. So this Charles Kirkland dude on this movie, and look at this. Look at the same hand gesture on the Snake Eyes movie is the same hand gesture that Nicolas Cage has on the movie cover. Thank you for the 100 times 25, 26. Thank you, my bro, for the 100 times whatever the fuck, times 31. Thank you, my bro, for the 100 times 31. Now, the sad part about it is somebody asked in the chat, they said, do you think these people deal with time travel and things of that nature? Of course they do deal with time travel, but I'm gonna tell you, thank you so much, little grandma. I appreciate you, my bro, for real. Keep that shit up, man. I got you, man. Thank you so much. I forget what I was saying, but oh yeah, the time travelers. Yes, they may be dealing with time travel, but I'm gonna be honest what this mostly is. You know, I'm gonna tell you what this is. These people are the things that happen in this world are, first off, they're scripted. Second off, a lot of things that we witness and see in this world, like you ever heard this, have y'all ever heard this, the saying, all the world is a stage? Have you ever heard that saying? All the world is a stage is one of the truest statements, because a lot of things that are perceived to be prophecy, a lot of things that are perceived to be foretelling events, they could be something that somebody has crafted. It is not possibly, it could. Now, I'm not saying 100% everything that happens is fake. I'm not saying that. I would never say that. But if you see something 20 some years ago, verbatim in a movie with just a few minor details varying, there's something to that. Now, you could be blind all you want to be, and you could think how you want, and you have the right to think as you will. You have the right to think as you will. But I truly, in my mind, think that what we're dealing with is a long-term plan that's been set up for hundreds of years and thousands of years ago, and is being played out. Just like with the Holy Bible. Everybody's talking about, oh, this prophecy, it's in the Bible, it's in the Bible. The Bible was written by men. So that shit was all the same. You know what I'm saying? The Bible is all the same as any other predictive programming tool. It's just something that was well crafted and is being played out. And when you see it being played out as the way that it was written and crafted in the scripts, because what is the key root word? See, this is why I love school and education. What's the prefix of scripture? Script. And script is usually dialogue written in a play or a movie. It's dialogue. So the scriptures, nothing but dialogue that's planned and written whenever it was concocted and written. So scriptures and all that is bullshit that they use as a blueprint plan. And when you see it in your life, you say, oh, this the scripture said, this is what the prophecy said. And then your ass is just getting played. And then, yes, while we're here, it said scribe. Because what's a scribe? Scribe is magic. Scribe is magic. That's a magic word. Let's look up the definition of scribe, because I know that's a magic word, but let me look it up so I can get it 100%. What's the definition of the word scribe? A person, historically, is a person who copied out documents, especially one employed to do this. Hold on. An ancient Jewish word. Here we go. An ancient Jewish word, keeper or later, or a professional theologian or a jurist. is what a scribe means. So it's like a person who is like a theologian or some like a jurist. So this is basically what a scribe means, you know. And that's why you have the term subscribers and things like that, you know, because that's a juror. The subscriber is like the jury. You know, the subscribers, the ones who are listening to the scriber, is the jury. They're like the jury. And they hit the like button if they like it. They hit the down thumb if they don't. They you know, they comment if they don't. They comment if they do. The jury will announce the verdict. They will give the verdict. This is why a lot of people on YouTube, they'll be on YouTube talking some bullshit, and it'll be a bunch of people trolling and slamming them, because the jury will determine if you're guilty or not guilty. I know theology is a study of religion. I understand that. I understand that. I understand that. But yeah, so let's get back to the Charlie Kirk conspiracies, because I got quite a few. Let's see where we're going with this, because this one with the movie is probably the strongest one, because when I watched this movie, what's good, SS? How you doing, sweetheart? Look, when I watched this movie the other night, it just totally made me feel this eerie feeling like. And then when everything happened, like, it was a dude on there who had his ear on the movie before they shot the Charles Kirkland dude. Before they shot Charles Kirkland in the neck, the governor, on the movie, this dude was in the background. He was next to Charles Kirkland. He did like this. And he had his little earpiece, and he was selling something in the earpiece. And then somebody else made the movie, and there was a lady, man, boy. I'm not even gonna go up to the crime scene where buddy got shot. Did you see the correlations? Did you see the correlations in it? Did you see the correlations? Did you see the correlations? Because this was crazy. Nah, it ain't no good movie. I'm tired of this shit. Let me explain something to y'all. These are not movies. These are messages. These are not movies, man. None of this shit is a movie, man. We think, yeah, that's a big conspiracy. Because that's another big conspiracy that people are saying. Because if you watch some other footages, you could see something that appeared to be a blast cap. I mean, you could clearly see shit, but I'm not going to say nothing. I'm going to say rest in peace to Charlie Kirk. That's what I'm going to say. I'm going to say rest in peace to Charlie Kirk. That's what the fuck I'm going to say. That movie was crazy, wasn't it, bro? That movie was crazy. Yo. This movie, and then the dude who got shot at the end of the movie was the dude who was trying to help the Kirkland dude the most. The dude who got shot, they pinned it on, the dude they pinned it on right here. The dude they pinned it on right here on this movie, he got shot. He got shot. Bruh said he on Tupac Island. He might be on Tupac Island. We never know. And I'm not here to go against the main media's thoughts and process. I let the news say what they say, but tonight I'm speaking about conspiracies, because I'm not trying to get mixed up in this big plan that they got going on. And I'm going to say this, salute to all the real Americans who are doing the due diligence and find out some shit that don't look right. Salute to the real Americans. Brian, yeah, Brian. I understand. I feel you, Brian, but I'm not going to say, I'm going to say rest in peace, Charlie Kirk. And that's what the fuck I'm going to say. Because I'm not scared, and I'm not doing nothing wrong, and I love my life, and I have children that I have to live and provide for. But I'm going to tell y'all something. This shit don't add up. It don't add up. I seen blast cap. I seen this. I seen that. I seen I've only seen about 2 or 3 videos of people saying it was a bunch of blood. I only seen a few videos of people saying that. The same dude, oh, it was blood. Ah! The nigga was crying in front of the building. So it could be whatever. But let's get to the. Let me show you a real big conspiracy. And first and foremost, I am not an anti-Semite. This isn't anti-Semitism. I have no problem with Jewish people other than they think that they can kill and dominate and do everybody wrong. I don't, other than the world policing and the shit that is done, a lot of things that's done by them. As a people, I have no problem with Jews. As a people, I have no problem with Jews. I'm not a racist. I'm not a bigot. I hate racism. I hate bigotry. But I'm not going to lie to you. There's another conspiracy going around, and I'm going to let the president of Israel himself, Bibi Netanyahu, I'm going to let this man tell it from his mouth. Let's go.
Joseph Goebbels, the Nazi propaganda minister, said that the bigger the lie, the faster it will spread. Well, somebody has fabricated a monstrous big lie that Israel had something to do with Charlie Kirk's horrific murder. This is insane. It is false. It is outrageous. Charlie Kirk was a giant, a once-in-a-century talent who defended freedom, defended America, defended our common Judeo-Christian civilization. Charlie loved Israel. He loved the Jewish people. He told me so in a letter that he sent me just a few months ago. One of my greatest joys as a Christian, he said, is advocating for Israel and forming alliances with Jews to protect Judeo-Christian civilization. He encouraged me to make the case directly to the American people about how vital Israel is to U.S. national security. He told me, the Holy Land is so important to my life, it pains me to see support for Israel slip away. Now, if Charlie disagreed with a policy of mine or a decision here and there, not only did I not mind, I welcomed it. This is the essence of Charlie. This is the essence of a free country. It's exactly what Charlie stood for. And I knew that his suggestions always came from the heart, from his love for Israel and from his love for the Jewish people. A few weeks before his death, I spoke to Charlie. I invited him to visit Israel again.
A few weeks before his death, he spoke to Charlie Kirk? What the fuck is the president of Israel doing speaking directly to Charlie Kirk? Let's talk about that for a second. What is the president of Israel doing directly speaking to Charlie Kirk weeks before he died? He just said it out of his own mouth. I'm not implying nor suggesting anything. I'm listening to a president of Israel speak about Charlie Kirk. No, it's not that he can speak to whoever he wants. It's why. What are you in the world? What is Charlie Kirk? What was Charlie Kirk? Rest in peace. What was Charlie Kirk in the world to where the president of Israel was talking to him? Now, I'm not taking away from Charlie Kirk's reach, but I'm saying, what do you have to be involved in this world to where other countries, presidents are calling you personally? Hello, Freeman. Hello, Freeman. Hello, Freeman. I hear you. I see you. What did you do to be having conversations with the president of another country? Of course, Donald Trump. That's Donald Trump. That's his man's. I seen the first time I ever seen or heard of Charlie Kirk is when Donald Trump's inauguration. I seen Charlie Kirk speaking at the inauguration. That's the first time I ever heard of Charlie Kirk. Because I do my own work. You know, I do my own work, so I don't watch a lot of other speakers because I don't want to be influenced by other speakers. So I stay to myself so I can stay true to my skill. Now, I don't want to be an imitator or a biter, so I stay genuine within my own skill. Now, this man was getting contacted by the president of Israel weeks before his death. Let's let the video keep playing. This is very, 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 this isn't speculation. This is very, very, very interesting. I don't have to speculate. I can make you think. I can just present video clips to you and you use your own mind. I don't tell you what to think. Use your own mind. Let's go.
And sadly, that won't happen. Now,
what did he say? What did he say? Listen to this. I called him the other week to come over, and sadly, that won't happen. That's disrespectful, my nigga. That's like saying, yeah, I called my boy today, a couple weeks before he died and shit, bro. And I was trying to hang with him, go out to the club with him, but he said no. No, that's not what he said. He said, I was trying to call my boy and go out, take him out to the club and shit, but that'll never happen. We all know that won't happen no more. How insensitive of a statement is this? Let's go.
A few weeks before his death, I spoke to Charlie. I invited him to visit Israel again. And sadly, that won't happen. Now some are peddling these disgusting rumors, perhaps out of obsession, perhaps with Qatari funding. What I do know is this: Charlie Kirk was a great man, and a great man deserves honor, not lies. Rest in peace, Charlie Kirk. May your memory be a blessing.
Now, very interesting, very, very, very interesting, right? Very interesting. Now let's go. Let me show you something else that Bibi Netanyahu said. Let me show you something else. Oh my God, we're gonna go there. Let's go. Let's go.
That's a fact. I dare them to say that's not true.
I just said this in another meeting, and they said, oh, Israel is isolated, Israel.
I mean, Bibi's running around. This is a fact. I'm not guessing about this because I talked to people he said it to. He's running around the Middle East, his region, and his own country, and telling people point blank, just stating it, I control the United States. I control Donald Trump. He's saying that. And again, I'm not guessing at all. That's a fact. And I dare them to say that's not true.
I just said this in another meeting, and they said, oh, Israel is isolated. Israel can't break out of the siege. And I said, we will. Some of them have stopped weapon component shipments. Can we get out of this? Yes, we can. We're pretty good at producing weapons. Like intelligence, we share both with the United States. A good chunk of your intel. And our weapon systems, we share with the United States. We're tremendously appreciative of the bipartisan support.
He said, a good chunk of your intelligence and weapons we share with America. A good chunk of your intelligence and weapons are shared by America. Do y'all remember when they were blowing, when Israel was having that 10-day war or 12-day war with Palestine, and who came over there and built the dome up over them? We did. We came over there. America came over there and gave them defense mechanisms. They gave them weapons. We gave them. So is he, by saying he has full access to weapons and intelligence, what does that mean? He has full access to the powers of our country, because intelligence and weapons is the bulk of Americans' power. Big facts, bro. Thank you for your support. Have a good night. Are you serious? Let's go. Let me let this man keep talking. Let me let this man keep talking. Yes, sir. Let's go.
Of the bipartisan support in military matters to Israel in previous years and today as well. But did you have cell phones? You have cell phones here? No? You're holding a piece of Israel right there. You know that? I mean, a lot.
He said, do you have cell phones? Do you have cell phones? You're holding a piece of Israel right there. So what he's saying is they're using these as intelligence. He said a big chunk of intelligence, and he said a cell phone. So that means the cell phone is being used as Israeli intelligence. What did they do to those people in Palestine? Israel gave people in Palestine cell phones that exploded. Do you remember, or are you not smart? I don't forget anything. I don't do drugs. I'm not a criminal. I don't forget anything. Do you remember? I remember. Israel, a large part of your intelligence and your cell phone. They had, hold on, let me let this play and then I'll go to the Israel cell phone bombs. Let's go. This ain't no motherfucking joke. Pagers, bombs, all that shit. Cell phones, pagers, bombs, all that shit. There would be, y'all are so, hold on. We're not going to do this. Y'all are so slow. You want to be right about something. You just need to listen. You're at the right channel. Listen. Learn how to listen. Stop talking. Listen.
The cell phones, the medicines, the foods. You eat cherry tomatoes? You know where that was made? I don't like cherry tomatoes, but it's an Israeli. What can I do? It's an Israeli product, as are so many other things. And I think this serves for the betterment of all mankind and womankind. I think that is Israel's unknown contribution. But we can make things, we can produce things. We cherish the fact that we have the constancy of American support despite the attempts to erode it. And we'll continue to work to make sure that that continues on both sides of the aisle. It's very important for us. But equally...
What'd he say? People are trying to stop America from protecting them. Why'd he say that? Why'd he say that?
We will eventually create the independence that we need so those in Western Europe who think they can deny us things will not succeed. We can break this siege, and we will. Christian influencers. Okay. He said, he talked about the woke right. And he said, I call it the woke Reich. That's a brilliant alliteration. The woke Reich, because these people, you know, they're not any different from the woke left. I mean, they're insane. They're loonies. But they're actually meeting on some of the things. And what we have to do is we have to secure that part of the base of our support in the United States. That is being challenged systematically. A lot of this is done with money. Money of NGOs, vast. Money of governments, vaster.
He said, this has to be done systematically. Ooh, listen very close. Listen very close. Listen very close. What'd he say? They control a big part of American intelligence. Your cell phone, that's Israel. Listen very close. Listen very close.
Okay. We have to fight back. How do we fight back? Our influencers.
He said we have to fight back. How do we fight back? With our influencers. Why are people like Big Bad so vastly important? Why are people like Charlie Kirk important? Because certain people believe if it ain't what Big Brother says, it ain't right. But some people understand the world as it is for only what it is and can see the truth. No matter what they're being sold, you can see only the truth because reality is what it is. The truth is the measure of the state of being of whatever the fact of life, of whatever it is. So it don't matter how you feel about the truth. It don't matter how you think about the truth. It don't matter what you think about the truth. The truth is the state of being and the matter of fact for whatever the situation is. So whatever the truth in the given situation is, it is what it is. So you don't control the truth. You can't change or alter the truth. The truth is what it is. So some of us were raised in the truth. Some of us know truth. Some of us aren't blinded by religion. Some of us aren't blinded by occultism. Some of us aren't blinded by bullshit and fantasy. Some of us are raised in reality. Some of us were taught the right knowledge and the truth of life. And for the ones out here screaming all these buzz statements and this and that and all this bullshit, y'all are just proving that you don't know nothing about the truth. You're just proving that you only know a buzz statement that's given to you and programmed into you from a goddamn a corporation or mastermind that's giving it to you to make you think the way it wants you to think. Now, I'm defending the truth. What the fuck you talking about? What's wrong with the truth? You're defending the wrong cause, nigga. You stand for the lies. That's what that means. No, not man's truth is subjective. Nope, the truth is the motherfucking truth. Because when you quantify it and break it down and get to the science of it and the molecular science of it and the root of it all, whatever it is, it is. 1 + 2 = 3, no matter how you perceive it. God damn it, 5 + 5 is 10, no matter how you perceive it. No, the truth is Israel is bombing the shit out of Palestine right now. The truth is Israel's bombing the shit out of Palestine right now. Bombing the shit out of them. I've seen hospitals get bombed. I've seen apartments get bombed. I've seen it all get bombed. That's not right. I don't give a fuck about nothing. War is not right. War is not right. Get your ass off my channel. Get your fucking race baiting ass off my channel. Get off my shit. I don't do racism on my channel. I'm not against the Jews, and I'm not talking down about nobody. We're keeping it 100, and we talking about these Charlie Kirk conspiracies. I'm just talking about intelligence is controlled. Your cell phone is intelligence. This and that. I'm listening to what people say. I don't bend the truth. I don't twist it. I listen to what they say, and I use critical thinking like I was taught in school. Let's go. I use critical thinking like I was taught in school. Let's go. Let's let the horse speak.
We have to fight back. How do we fight back?
Hold on.
Our influences. I think you should also.
We have to fight back. How do we fight back with our influencers? So you're using social media influencers to fight? Oh, I understand. Propaganda. Let's go.
These people, they're not any different from the woke left. I mean, they're insane. They're
Look, so they're calling people like a big baddie and insane and a loony. People like the woke right are insane. I ain't claiming to be woke left, woke right, left, right, in and out. I'm a human. I'm a black man who's trying to make a better way for my children than I was provided. I'm trying to give a better life to them than I was given. I am not no motherfucking Democrat, Republican, independent. I'm a motherfucking free black man who's trying to make my way through all these booby traps set before me by everybody in front of me. Because niggas didn't teach me how to get money. Niggas didn't teach me how to do this. Niggas didn't teach me about the truth. I had to find it all on my own. And my teachers, like my father and people like that, I had to find shit out on my own. Let's go. Big homie, let's go. Listen to what this man's saying, very clear. That's all they're doing is trying to divide and conquer us. That's all they're doing.
So you're meeting on some of the things. And what we have to do is we have to secure that part of the base of our support in the United States. That is being challenged systematically. A lot of this is done with money. Money of NGOs, vast. Money of governments, vaster. Okay? We have to fight back. How do we fight back? Our influencers. I think you should also talk to them if you have a chance. To that community, they're very important. And secondly, we're going to have to use the tools of battle. You know, the weapons change over time. You can't fight today with swords. That doesn't work very well. Okay, and you can't fight with cavalry. That doesn't work very well. And you have these new things, you know, like drones, things like that. I won't get into that, but we have to fight with the weapons that apply to the battlefields in which we engage.
What weapons? Hold up. And what weapons are you talking about, my bro? He's talking about weapons in war. Raging war. What war? What weapon? Let me plug my light up. My light died. This nigga's talking about raging war and weapons. What war and what weapons? You can't make this shit up. I ain't saying nothing against this man, not once either. So this ain't no hate speech, no negative, nothing. I have nothing bad to say about nobody. I'm reviewing a presidential clip. That's all I'm doing as an American citizen, reviewing a presidential clip. Let's fucking go. I'm not conspiring nothing. I'm not thinking outside. I'm using my critical thinking and listening to what's coming out of another man's mouth, and I'm talking exactly about what's going on. Let's fucking go. Let's fucking go.
Important ones on social media. And the most important purchase that is going on right now is followers. TikTok. TikTok, number one.
The most important thing that he said that to do to rage war is they're buying TikTok. Did that go over your head? I'm not. See, Big Bad A's here to not let none of this go over your head. The number one thing that they could do to rage war against people is purchase TikTok. We have to use new weapons and new war, new ways, new weapons, the new weapon. What's the new weapon? TikTok. Oh my God. Oh my God. Please very closely listen to what people say. I don't conspire. I'm not going to say negative or positive. I am reviewing what's coming out of a man's mouth, and my reactions are my general fucking reactions. Oh, they bought it from China. Remember they shut it down remember they said TikTok can't go because it was a Chinese thing. That's a Chinese thing. So they said, nah, bro, we can't have that in America. It's too much freedom. Everybody's saying all kind of shit, what they want to say and this and that. Everybody's like, hey, better get a TikTok, get a TikTok. I'm like, nah, I don't want TikTok. I don't want TikTok. And then they shut it down. America was like, nope, you can't run on our airways in our country. We're going to shut that shit down. What did he say your cell phone is? Israel intelligence. So Israel said, potentially, hypothetically, conspiracy theory thinking, Israel said, TikTok, you can't broadcast your thing on my device unless you let me buy it from you. Unless you let me woo. And trying to say, hold on, no, we ain't doing nothing. We'll make some type of deal. So they made some type of deal. But now they're bidding to purchase it all together. Who's bidding to purchase TikTok altogether? Israel, aka the Jewish world. This is a crazy, crazy, crazy thing. And he said they're using it as a weapon. Get your lame ass off my shit. You're a healthy poop. You are a poop. Get your poop ass out of here, pooper scooper. See, I'm not here to cause hate or speak bad about people. I have no problems with President Netanyahu. Like I said, I'm just a fucking free man over here thinking, using my critical thinking that I learned in school. And that's all I'm doing. So let's go.
Number one. And I hope it goes through because it can be consequential. And the other one, what's the other one that's most important? X. X. That's very good. And, so we have to talk to Elon. He's not an enemy. He's a friend. We should talk to him. Now, if we can get those two things, we get a lot. And I could go on other things, but that's not the point right now. We have to fight the fight. okay, to give direction to the Jewish people and give direction to our non-Jewish friends or those who could be our Jewish our friends. Are we going to succeed with everyone? No. Will there be a strong counterpoint? Yes.
I never want to fight about Israel, ever. I'm actually pretty moderate on the subject, I think. Always like going there. I know a lot of Israelis always like to.
Did you hear what my nigga said? I'm not speaking hate. You're speaking hateful. Get off my shit, loser McGoozer. It's always a tweezer. Y'all better understand. I ain't saying nothing but a motherfucking word. I ain't saying nothing but a motherfucking word. I'm listening to clips. Ooh, you're speaking hate speech. Nah. I can't understand it. I can't deal with you tweezers, man. Freaking tweezers, man. Hate speech. Watch what happened at the United Nations thing when President Yahoo was out here speaking. Look what happened the other day. This was yesterday or the day before. Look what happened at the United Nations meeting when President Netanyahu stepped up in front of everybody. Everybody started walking out.
Please, order in the hall. Please, order in the hall. Please, order in the hall. Please, order in the hall, and please be seated.
That nigga look mad. Woo, he look fucking mad.
Please, order in the hall.
That nigga look fucking mad. He's like, who leaving? Who leaving, my nigga? Oh, I'm a motherfucking, look what he said. Boy. He said, who leaving? Oh, that my, oh, you left? Oh, you left too? Oh, you too? Okay, my nigga. This shit is crazy.
Order in the hall.
Order in the hall. Order.
Please, order in the hall.
They're walking out in mass. Look, watch my nigga face.
Please, order in the hall, and please be seated.
All right, I'm gonna fuck all y'all niggas. This nigga said, all right, I'm gonna fuck all y'all niggas up. All right, my nigga. He said, you too? All right, my nigga, I'm gonna fuck all y'all. Damn. This shit is getting wicked, bro. I ain't got to do nothing. I'm just watching clips. I ain't doing nothing. I'm just watching clips. Please never turn your back on America. Please never turn. I pray to God Donald Trump never turns his back on America. If he did a little something, please God direct Donald Trump's heart and keep America safe, man. Please, Donald Trump, or let that man's heart remain pure on America, man, and keep us safe, man. Please. Donald Trump, don't let nobody turn your back on America. Please. I'm begging. I'm begging that the president don't let nobody turn his back on our people. I'm fucking begging, Donald Trump. Straight up. I say that as some real American citizen, because, bruh, if I was the president, I wouldn't let nobody fuck with my people. I'm like, nigga, you what? You did to the food, my nigga? You did this shit to my food, my nigga? Boom! Oh, you goddamn doing this to my water, my nigga. Boom! Bruh, I would not tolerate nobody. You put this shit in my people, bruh. Boom! But I wouldn't tolerate this shit. If I was the president, I wouldn't tolerate no treason, no disrespect to my people. I'm like, man, nigga, what y'all trying to, what? Boom! Man, I don't give a fuck about this shit, nigga. Nigga trying to disrespect. You put poisonous food in my people? Boom! We're the most powerful nation. But we just have spiritual and I don't know what kind of allegiances these people have. Probably the devil or something. And I'm just hypothetically speaking, this shit got to be some devil allegiance because it can't, there's no way I would allow nobody to harm my nation. They not letting nobody harm their people. They not letting nobody harm their people. So why the fuck we let niggas put this shit on our people? We are the most powerful nation. America's resilient as fuck. Nigga come through and take your damn land. America will take everything. This fucking place is so savage. The people who run America so raw, they goddamn come in and just steal shit, nigga, and put a fucking flag up and say it's theirs. Nigga, that shit raw as hell. And they tell you, you gotta do this and that after they did no holds barred. Nigga, Royal Rumble, Macho Man Randy Savage, Jason Voorhees, Freddy Krueger, every Chucky, all that shit wrapped up in one is what they did to the people. And then they tell us to be civilized. God damn. It's crazy what's going on in this world, man. Everything, every day they doing savagery, man. They finding human DNA in all the food and shit. What the fuck? I'm gonna shut up about that though. These people have allowed everything to happen to us. Cowards, real cowards. Real cowards. I wouldn't let nobody harm my babies. Fucking cowards allowing people to harm. And you know why they allow? Because they don't love us. They think we're fucking slaves and 1/3 of a man and all this bullshit. That's why they allow this stuff to happen. Because they think we're lesser than when we're really the original people on the planet. And you got the black man who's the original man on the planet acting like an animal in the modern day time because he's been programmed and watered down to the animalistic state of himself. And we're out here conducting ourselves as a mass, black people, as a mass, conducting ourselves as hooligans and heathens because we're assuming preconceived images that's got them given to us by these demons. Oh yeah, I want a record label. Well, what I gotta do? Bend over. Baka, 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 baka. Oh, now you can be famous. You'll never be famous. Your soul is gone. Boy, oh boy. You know the thing that's most precious when you were young, if you get with a virgin. When you're young and you get with a virgin, the most precious thing you can do is be with a female before she when you're in your teens and you're out there, the holes, that's cool. You can get up in there, you jumping in it. It's big and loose and all that. Everybody been in it. But if you get a virgin woman, it's special. It's precious. And when you have sex with her, it binds yourself to her and she becomes clingy and attached because you're binding yourselves together. So a virgin man, if you never did nothing anally or nothing like that, a virgin man is just the same as a virgin woman. So niggas out here breaking their virginity, being getting soul tied by whoever's paying them a whatever fee. Man, get your lame ass off your knees and get up. Get off your knees and get up out of there. You know, Trump 2028. They're gonna make Trump's the trumpet, sound the trumpet, the last president, the Trump. Man, get out of here, man. Man, stop playing, man. I'm tired of all these dumb people. The thing about people are so dumb, they don't understand the truth, so they can't perceive nothing but what they're given. That's why when I get on here, I speak, only read headlines, and I only review off of news and shit, because people are so slow, they can't understand raw truth because they don't understand. Where'd you learn that from? Where'd you get that from? You know, and we're dealing with people like that. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody talking about gay people. What the hell are you talking about? I ain't say nothing about gay people, and then if I don't remember. I ain't say nothing about gay people. I ain't got no problem with gay people. Your soul is your, soul. Yeah, that's soul. The virginity is, listen, Fatima Williams, listen. If you're a nigga searching for fame or a woman searching for fame and somebody says, hey, just lay down in bed with me and let me do something strange for the piece of change, that is your soul that's in jeopardy. And women who sell their souls and women who are prostitutes and things of that nature are selling their souls. So that is very important. And it's not about homosexuality. It's about souls and soul ties. This is spiritual warfare we're dealing with. This is spiritual warfare. And yes, I speak against spiritual warfare as much as I possibly can. I speak against spiritual warfare. No, I don't think about listen, I don't give a fuck about no devil in this. I live my life teaching my children, having a good time playing and teaching and having moments and cooking food for my children and paying bills and cooking and cleaning the house. And I don't have time to worry about no damn devil. But when he presents his ugly head, I snipe it and smite it every time. I don't dwell on evil or think about the devil. I'm living my life in righteousness, eating healthy in righteousness. In an unrighteous time, I'm eating righteous. How is this even possible? Only because knowledge that I know. I'm feeding my children righteous. I'm a homeschool teacher, teaching my children the best thing that I know and letting them be children at the same time. Everybody don't even get a chance to be alive in this world. Motherfuckers go straight from this to this to this to this to this and then die. I'm giving mine a chance. So I don't think about evil and the devil. But when the evil pops its evil head up, baka! Just like a righteous man supposed to. Like, hey, y'all get up out of that yard. Just like when my kid's doing something wrong. If it's like this, simple analogy. If my kids are doing something wrong, as a parent, it's my job to say, hey, y'all stop doing that and you sit down and act up and act right. That's my job as a fucking parent. I wouldn't be a parent, a caring, loving, protecting parent if I didn't judge righteousness and wrong, right and wrong in my everyday life. Right and wrong is a everyday battle in life. Your son's being holding on to the toy too long and not sharing. That's wrong. Hey man, pass the toy. It's his turn now. Everything's right and wrong. Y'all are just too dumb to some of y'all, not all y'all. Some of y'all just too dumb to understand the truth, the truth meaning, the true meaning of life, the purpose of life. If it ain't about money, it ain't about nothing. Nigga, what has money ever did? But get you a nice house with more bills and bigger electric, more this, more that. None of it matters. Thank you, Calvin Young. Thank you. None of this matters All these rich people were rich and famous and all that. Where are they now? None of it mattered. Oprah Winfrey just said she doesn't have enough money to retire, and she's been rich and famous for 30 some years. None of it matters. You got women who married to men, they get sold the life of illusion, independency, and bullshit, and they leave their husbands just to go have to start working and be back in the 9-to-5 hustle. None of it matters. It don't fucking matter. The only thing that matters is if you live life right. But it's hard to find somebody who's equally yoked in these times because most people are polluted. So me, I'm just living life righteously by myself, raising my children, not sheltering them, taking them out, trying the best so they can go out, do whatever they need to do, be at their social environment, got all their toys, their internet, their way they can communicate and all that, phones and all that shit, so they can have a way into the world. But guess what? You also have to protect them from the world. So as you give some, hold on, y'all, I'm almost done. Hold on, what's up? As you give some freedoms to your children, you have to also restrict the freedom. So I might give my daughter has a cell phone. My son had one, but it got messed up. My daughter has a cell phone, so I'll say, "What are you doing?" I might call her in the daytime, whatever, check on her. Hey, y'all doing? Woo-woo. And I might say, "Hey, what you doing on your phone?" No, but what you doing? She's like, "Oh, I'm on my phone. What you watching?" "Oh, just some tutorials of my makeup or whatever." I'll be like, that's fine, but make sure you watch some real stuff today too. Make sure you watch some good and some intelligence, some knowledge. Make sure you watch some educational. That's my favorite thing to say to her. Make sure you watching something educational on that phone too. Then at the end of the night, like when I get home, I put them phones off. Y'all turn that stuff off and let's do something together. Whether it's a movie, whether it's talking, whether it's playing the game together, we're doing something together as a family. We're going to sit down and we're going to eat dinner together as a family. It's not, life is about family. It's about love. It's about sharing times with people on the planet. But we're too busy chasing money, in slavery and bondage, chasing money, paying taxes, doing this, doing that, trying to buy stuff so we can look better than the next person. Oh, I got a boat, I got a yacht, I got a this, I got a that. It doesn't fucking matter. None of it matters. Now, having some land matters. Having some tangibles that are realistic to life matter. No, having life skills matters. Being able to grow food matters. Being able to cook matters. Being able to be healthy matters. Being knowledgeable of the body matters. Being healthy in the mind matters. Drinking and well balancing and maintaining your body matters. Being clean, taking showers and taking baths matter. Massages matter. See, the things that people think about on like that we just think are so everyday and for granted, those are the most important things. The daily maintenance of life is the most important thing about life. See, everybody's so worried about doing all these extravagant trips and all this bullshit and this and that, and I'm go here, I'm gonna go this and that. How is your body? How is your body? Is your body healthy? Because we're all dealing with these worms, these nanobots, these nanofibers. We're all dealing with blood problems, blood issues. We're all dealing with it. Heart arrhythmias and all these issues. We're all dealing with it. We're all dealing with the viruses that are flying around, new strains of COVID and all this. We're all dealing with it. So how is your body able to cope with all these different stressors? It ain't about God's love. God is inside of all of us. You don't have to seek God. God is you. He's inside you. You don't have to seek God. He's inside you. All of it. Eternity is in you. Your body is built like the universe itself. Man, stop playing. Your body is like a planet. North Pole, feet, South Pole, hands, poles, energies. All this shit is, your body's made of 70% water, just like the planet, 70% water. Bones, 30% just like the planets, like 30 or 40% bone, which is the mountain. It's all the same, bruh. We are the exact same thing as everything that we dwell in. If you really know life as it really is, if you really know life as it really is, you will understand that the body is just like a universe. It's like a planet within a planet. You ever seen that Chinese doll or that Russian doll where it's a big one inside the little one, the little one, littler and littler, and you keep opening it, it's the same doll, but it gets smaller and smaller and smaller? That's what we are. Everything is a form of the same thing. Everything. We're all built of the same genetic material. Well, not anymore, because our genetics are being altered with these fucking cocksuckers. They're altering our genetics. So other than things like that, we're built mostly organically. We're built of the same thing. If you're organic, everything on the planet has the same makeup: 2 eyes, 2 ears, a nostril, 2 nostrils, a mouth and a butthole, an entrance hole and an exit hole for food, and an exit hole. Just like the earth has a north pole and a south pole, like the energy vortex, and it goes in. We're the fucking same. People just don't understand God and life and existence itself. Y'all are so focused on, oh, the new video games coming out, the new TV shows coming out, the new this and that. Nigga, you are a movie. You are a TV show. Every movie that you watch is based on somebody's fucking life. You are the movie. Every movie that you watch, every TV show that you watch is about somebody's life. So how about make your life something worth talking about, and when you pass, there'll be movies about your ass. Make your life something. Make your life worth living. Stop worrying about celebrities. As you can see, they're dying off. They don't even have money anymore. They're desperate. They're trying to do YouTube stream now. They're trying to do what I do. And I'm not even a big YouTuber. I've been doing this for 6 years, though. They're trying to just now getting on YouTube. I want to be a Twitch streamer. Kai Cenat, how do I get on there? Kai Cenat, how do I get on your shit? Or Kai Cenat, whatever his name is. Kai Cenat, how do I get on your stream, bro? DDG, how do I get on your stream, bro? Dick riding ass rapper, dick riding ass celebrities. Hey, how do can I get on your stream? No, you can go back to rapping. But see, the game is so fucked up. They got to merge and come over and do this. And you can do whatever you want. But what I'm trying to explain to y'all is that celebrity shit is dying anyway. Hollywood's a ghost town right now. I just watched the thing about that yesterday. Mel Gibson, who's filming Passion of the Christ, he went over to Bulgaria to record that shit because he said it's like 3 times cheaper to record it and shoot it in Bulgaria. So Hollywood is dead. So things like this, if you got shit like this, if you got physical copies of Snake Eyes in real life, well, I got every movie that matters. Every movie. Shh. I got American history. I got American history. No, what I'm saying is Mel Gibson said he's had to go to Bulgaria to film The Passion of the Christ, the new one, because they can't. He said for 3 days in Bulgaria is like 1 day in California filming. So basically he's saying it's 3 times cheaper to go film over there. So they just went over there to film. So he flew his whole crew, everybody, to go over there, film for a few days, and then come back, and they're probably going to keep doing this for weeks and weeks and weeks and months, or however long until the movie's fucking done. This is crazy. Hollywood's dead. And if all the evil that conspiracy people have said is true, and not even conspiracy people, if all the evil that's been said about Hollywood is true from insiders and everything, which it's been said for decades, if all that evil is being said, it needs to shut down. It's only right. But I'm gonna tell y'all, the shutdown that we're witnessing is not a good shutdown. The shutdown that we're witnessing is a systematic shutdown. I just seen yesterday, I watch nothing but statistics and documents. I'm trying to learn. Trying to help save the planet, trying to figure out what's wrong, where we can go right. But I seen yesterday that Vegas is hit the lowest sales that it's ever seen in history. I don't know about in history, but in modern times. So where I live is slow out right now, and I'm in a vacation town. It's not looking good for America as a whole because it's been so many things that's going on now. See, what a lot of people don't like to talk about, but I'm gonna talk about because I'm not a conspiracy. This is reality right here. A lot of people have been leaving America. A lot of black people have been leaving. A lot of families have been leaving. A lot of people, white, black, all kind of people have been up and leaving this place, right? So with that being going on, that's taken away from our workforce. No, you getting blocked because you don't even need to see me. That's getting blocked from that's getting taken from our workforce. You know, people leaving the country, you know. There's not even that many jobs in America. There's not. It's not. Let's do the statistics on that real quick. Let's ask AI some shit real quick. Well, let me turn the speaker off now real quick. Gemini, I have a question.
Please ask your question.
How many jobs are there in America right now? How many people are working?
As of August 2025, about 163.4 million people were employed in the United States. Total non-farm employment, a count of jobs reported by employers, was approximately 159.5 million.
So it's half and half. Half of America's working and half of America's not working. Half America's working, half America's not working. 163 are working, 159 million are not working. So it's right about the same. It's like 49% to 50%. I mean 49% to 52% or 51%, I'm sorry. So with that statistic, we see that, I mean, we know that a lot of these might be children and things of that nature, or underage people, but the other people might be. But at the end of the day, half of Americans are not even working. So it just shows you that there's not enough jobs to support American workforce, people as a whole. There's not enough jobs. Half of us are working, and the other half of us that are not working are surviving off the people who do work. They're outside begging for change to get it from the people who work. They're outside getting free food stamps and free government assistance from the people who work and pay taxes. They're outside getting free food bank and free shit and bum ass shit from people who work. You know what I'm saying? So it's really people who work. Half of America are paying for the other people who don't work. And government's not doing too much to take care of the people who don't work. They're just kind of like a second class or like a class of people that are considered not good or not productive. But that doesn't mean because you're not working, you're not productive. Some of these people might be handicapped. They might not be able to work. You know what I'm saying? Some of these people might have conditions. You don't know the situation for half the people who are not working. But just know that there's only half of Americans that are working, so there's not enough jobs to sustain every American. There's not. You know that from just big cities. There's not. I did the statistics the other day. Big cities have way less jobs. Like, let's go Mississippi. Let's just say Mississippi. Let's ask Gemini some more questions because I love talking to Gemini. I ain't gonna lie. I don't do it much, but when I'm on here, I'll do it sometimes. Let me see. Let me read your comment, Fatima. She said over 300,000 black women excited the U.S. labor force in the first 3 months of 2025 due to federal downsizing. Yeah, they know they got fired. They didn't get exited, sweetheart. They didn't get exited. They got fired. They trimming the fat. America's
reports indicate nearly 300,000 black.
Hold on, I ain't want to ask you. I ain't ask you. I'm listening. I'm talking to Fatima. Them women got fired. They didn't get exited. They got fired. They didn't get exited. They got fired. That's just a polite way of saying fired. I was watching videos today of women losing their jobs and having to rethink their life. I was watching it today. I was watching them today. This is the type of stuff that I spend my time doing in my free time when my kids go to sleep and I'm by myself and I'm having time. I'm laying in my bed watching the internet or whatever I'm doing. If I'm not watching a movie or whatever, I watch shit like people's lives because I need to know the world that I'm living in. I don't want to be blind. I want to understand so I can know what to tell my children to do. Like, what if I don't know what's going on in the world? How am I going to prepare my children for the world? See, this is why parents, y'all got to start giving a fuck. You got to start giving a fuck, man. People don't even be having no say so about their children. What you do in school today? Nigga, what the fuck? So what you learn? What the fuck? You don't even know what they're teaching your kids. You just dropping them off.
Power off.
Just dropping them off. You don't even know what they're teaching your kids. You just dropping them off. It's very scary. The women should be the most scared, and I'm not putting fear in your heart. You shouldn't be scared to live, but women should be the most. Women should be the most wary of the potential future that's coming their way, coming all of our way, because with all this, I'm feminine. I don't need no man. I don't want no man. I could do it by myself. All these agendas, all these different agendas have women in a compromising position. All these agendas have our women in compromising positions, and they don't know what's about to become, and they're not ready for it. They fucking worry about weaving hair and wigs and butt and waist trainers and dumb shit. They're not ready for what's about to happen. They're not ready for what's about to happen. What agendas? Sexy Red agenda. Cardi B agenda. What agenda? They just said, hold on, let me let my nigga talk again. What agenda? The weapon, that TikTok weapon. What agenda? Boy, y'all better wake the fuck up. What agenda? The lust agenda. The fake feminist movement where women feel false empowerment to mistreat other races. I mean, other men and shit like that. What's up? I'm almost done.
Talked about the woke right. He said, I call it the woke Reich. That's a
Power on. The Bluetooth device is ready to pair.
These people, they're not any different from the woke left. I mean, they're insane. They're crazy. But they're actually meeting on some of the things. And what we have to do,
facts. Hey,
secure that part.
Hold on. Hey, facts, Fatima. Look, she said, I know y'all think women are more. I'm gonna read that. Let me go back to that. That's a real comment. That's a real statement. She said, I know y'all think women are more masculine nowadays, but you got to remember that women have been doing it on their own for a minute. They had been both parents. Now your fault in them for stepping up. No. I'm not faulting them for stepping up. I'm telling y'all You were systematically destroyed. Since the days of slavery, they destroyed us. They would take the women, breed random slaves with the woman. Listen to me. They would take the black woman, the slave woman, breed random slaves with her. She had to have sex with the random strong man in the village or the plantation. And as soon as the baby come out, she'd hold it for a couple hours or a day or a couple days or so, and they would take that baby and ship it to another plantation. They would take that baby and just straight sell it off to the next plantation. They would have, if she did have a relationship, she couldn't if a black woman did have a relationship with a man on the plantation, she couldn't publicly express it. So she had to hide the fact that she had a man. So black women have had to hide public affection with their men for so many generations that I understand exactly why y'all are in the situation you're in. But we're in the information age, and y'all should understand that what you've been doing and how you've been living is a byproduct of slavery. So you should have snapped out of this shit by now. You know what I'm saying? You have to snap out of this shit. You have to be sweeter. You have to be like me. I've tried as a man to be fair, to be understanding and things like that. Cause really, I'll stomp a bug. I will squash a bug. I'm a big man. I don't care about feelings and shit like that, but I'm learning to be more tolerant and tolerable and things of that nature, and considerate and things of that nature. Those are skills that come with time. So just like me, that I'm fixing myself and working on myself and fixing my flaws as a man, women should do the same thing. You know what I'm saying? Let me read y'all's comments because I love this. Thank y'all so much. Let me see. Claiming both sides. Let me see. Boom, boom, boom. There was no man there. What do you mean? How it is in the story in the family when it wasn't no man to begin with? You don't have a baby without a man. So I don't understand. There you can't catch the chicken without the egg. You need a man to have a child. So I don't understand no man to not be there in the beginning. Stop fucking. Stop fucking. Stop having sex. Please. Because if you stop having sex, it wouldn't be no illegitimate children. See, this the problem with our people too, our women too. This the problem with our women too, man. They don't understand. They don't understand that they're being free and loose with the coochie is destroying the value of the coochie as well. Because as women are becoming more promiscuous and more liberal and free with their coochie, the coochie is not as valuable as it used to be because it's easy to get now. Yes, I tell men to stop having sex. Some men shouldn't even, but see, this the difference. This is the difference between men and women. If a woman is ugly, a man will still have sex with her. This is the big difference. Ooh, let me fire my cigar up. This is the big difference between women and men. If a woman is ugly, a man will still have sex with her. If a woman is poor, a man will still have sex with her. Listen to me. If a woman is unattractive, a man will still have sex with her. But if a man is unattractive, if a man is poor, if a man is short, if a man's not this and this and that, he's not going to get no ass. Men know we don't get sex if we're not up to par. But women can get ass whether they're up to par or not. No, that's very true. Are you giving a bum, loser, short, ugly nigga some pussy if he walks up to you? Are you gonna give a bum, ugly, short man some pussy if he walks up to you and says, "Ooh, baby, ooh, you're so sexy, baby. Ooh, baby, baby." Are you giving him some ass? No, the fuck you ain't. That is facts. Men know It's some men who never had sex with a woman. It's some men who ain't never had sex with a woman. It's some men who will never have sex with a woman in their life because they're not choosable. They're not getting chose on. And men know this. It's men who know they ain't never get no pussy, and they're gonna die like that. They're gonna jack off every chance they get, and they're gonna be weirdos and be weirdos. And they're gonna live their life like that. Unless they pay for it or go to strip club and get to it and see and pay for it. That's the only way they're gonna see it. Or watch a porno. That's the only way. And that is the one, like Lizzie Boo said, that is the one who pays for it. That's exactly the facts. That's exactly the facts. And this the crazy thing. Women like to be promiscuous nowadays, right? Yeah, I'm on demon time. I suck dick. I do this. I ride. I'm good. I'm throat goat. I'm the head monster. Whoopty whoop. All this dumb shit, right? But who are the horny men? I ain't never paid for no pussy in my life. Who are the horny men? Who are the horny men? The horny men are the losers. The horny men are the weirdos. The niggas who don't get it like that. Or, you know, the niggas who don't got time for it and shit. No, I'm smoking a cigar. This ain't no joint. No, I don't pay for no pussy, my nigga. I ride around in the city getting head when I had women. I ain't paying for no pussy. I'll treat you nicely and we could share life together, and then you could reward me for sharing my life with you with some ass. But I ain't tricking. If we go to a restaurant, I'm gonna buy some food anyway. Ain't no difference if I buy you a plate. That's not tricking in my book, because I'm gonna eat. You have to eat. That's not tricking. Unless you go in above and beyond. I'm taking my lady to a restaurant, baby. My budget is goddamn 200. That's what I got. So shit, you could budget that. You however you want to spend it. But the only thing I'm spending is 2. Let's go. Okay, let's do it. That's not tricking, my nigga. That's all right. I'm going out to eat, and I'm gonna spend this budget. Now, I understand what you're saying. We all pay. Yes, we do. But I ain't never paid for no woman directly. Here's this amount of money for sex. I ain't never done that shit in my life. In my motherfucking life. Matter of fact, on the contrary, I had women pay me for hugs. I had women pay me for kisses. I had women pay me. I had women pay me for sexual favors. I ain't paying no woman, bro. They paying me. Sure. Real players, man. Don't even worry about it, man. You'll never understand this shit, man. See, why would they pay you? I'm going to tell you about the true story. When I had a woman pay me, I gave her a list and everything. Okay. It was the one time at my job. I'm telling God's true story. And then I'm going to be done with it, because I just got, niggas don't understand the life that some people are blessed with. Now, this one chick used to stalk me at my job. She used to stalk me. She used to scream when I'd seen her. When I looked at her, she screamed. She used to stalk me real bad. I'm that nigga. If you think I look good now, imagine when I was in my 20s. I looked really handsome. I was that nigga. I'm still that nigga. So back then, she used to stare at me. She'd stand up. I worked in the lobby. I was a valet supervisor. No, she wasn't big, you fucking loser, bro. Come on now. And even if she was big, I don't care. I ain't mad at a big woman, but no, she wasn't big. Now, look, my definition of a weirdo, I'll tell you in a second. So, this the definition of a weirdo. Listen, this chick I'm about to tell you about. She used to stand, I used to be in the lobby down there doing my job in the lobby. She used to stand at the top of the balcony at the top and just stare there look at me, staring at me for 30 minutes, 20 minutes. 30 minutes. She'll stare at me until I say, hey, man, stop goddamn looking at me, man. hey, man, stop fucking looking at me, man. I used to have to tell her like that. I'm like, hey, man, go on do your job, man. She be like, you know what I'm saying? You know, they activate. You know how women activate I activate them. So look, she be happy if I tell her get away. She be happy no matter what kind of interaction it was, right? So she started coming around me and shit, and she started touching on me. I was like, hey, man, I ain't gonna say her name because I don't want to disrespect her because she's a real person. I said, hey, girl, you don't touch me, man. Come on now. You can't touch me like that. You know, like, come on, girl. Don't be touching me like that. Like, damn, man. You know, like, shit. Don't touch me. Like, we at work, man. Damn, I'm trying to get them work. She touching on me and shit, just doing too much. So I told her one day, I wrote that shit down on a piece of paper because I was a valet, so I had paper and pen. So I wrote down a list. I said, this is my prices. $10 for a hug, $20 for a kiss on the cheek, $25 for a butt squeeze. I give you a hug with a butt squeeze for $25, $50 for head, and $150 to smash. And she came out the next day after I gave her the list. She came back the next day with the list with $10. I said, so she want a hug. She said, so I gave her a nice, good ass, nice, good $10 hug. You know what I mean? Let her smell me and shit. She smelling me and shit. I gave her a little nice $10 hug. Boom. Next day, $20. Oh, she want the goddamn kiss. Fuck. So I hit her with the hug. Mwah. Good, nice, good one on the cheek. Make it nice for her. Mwah. Right here. Back out. Came back a few days later. You get the fucking story, man. Stop playing with me. I'm that nigga for real. You get the fucking story, man. I ain't got to put nobody out there, man. This real talk, real shit podcast. I ain't got to do that but tell the truth, man. Was she slow? I don't know if she was slow. She had to be, maybe. I don't know. She was not my type. She was a grown-ass fucking woman. I know that. And she worked at the hospital. And she was on my dick too hard and claiming me and all on me. So I was like, hey, you got to pay me if you want to be on me. Because this shit ain't going to work. You can't just do this shit for free. And you're not going to abuse me and sexually harass me and shit. So, hey, this the list. You want to pay? You got to play. And that's how that shit went for a long time until, you know, I got me a girlfriend and I told her I can't do that shit no more. You know what I'm saying? No. I gave her to my bro. Nigga, I gave her to my bro. Why am I preaching when I have a story like that? Because I'm a fucking real man with a real life. See, you can't be a winner. You can't be a winner till you've been a loser. You can't be a winner until you've been a loser. You don't know when you can't get clean until you've been dirty, my nigga. You can't get clean until you've been dirty. Ain't nobody start out. I ain't start out. I started perfect when I was born. I was born in the image of God. Perfect. But I learned some flaws in the world. I seen murder. I seen this. I seen robbing, stealing, killing. I seen the world. And that does something to you. I grew up in Chicago. I grew up in Charlotte, North Carolina. That shit does something to you. Running from gunshots, it going down to all the women. And see, Charlotte is a place of players ball. Charlotte is a players ball. Charlotte, North Carolina is a place where it ain't nothing but gorgeous women. I don't know what the fuck they got going on in the water in Charlotte. Ain't nothing but gorgeous women. Nothing but gorgeous women. Even the ghetto birds are gorgeous ghetto birds. They go, even the ghetto birds is beautiful. Straight up. Hey, y'all hit that subscribe button too, man. Do not miss the chance to watch this content again. hit the subscribe button, man. I'm really one of them ones, man. I'm not racist. I'm not a bigot. I'm not coming with religion, shoving it down your throat. I'm coming with the truth, man. And I'm not going to disrespect my people. I'm going to talk the truth to my people, bro. But the early stage of this live was about the Charlie Kirk situation, but we ain't on that no more. Because like I said, I ain't really mad at Charlie. I'm rest in peace to Charlie. I ain't got no gripes with them people, bro. I'm staying out the way. But I said what I said, and Netanyahu said what he said too. So I ain't taking away nothing my nigga said, because he said, surely did say what he said. So understand what he said is what he said, and it is what it is. You can run, but you can't hide from the truth, man. These people are trying to influence the world with religious or with a man, let me shut up, boy. I'm not even gonna say it, but let me shut up. But yeah, man. It is a pain in the neck, because it's you can see with your own eyes, you can see, but then on this movie right here, what they say, believe everything except your eyes. On this movie, which is the Charlie Kirk scenario to the damn dot, they said believe everything except your eyes. So, man, come on, bro. Come on, bro. You ain't worry about that shit, man. I can't, things that I can't control, I'll, whatever, I can figure it, but I ain't trying my best to beat my head up about $1 billion plans. That's $1 billion shit, bro. Only thing I'm trying to tell my people is be a better person. And look, Sodom and Gomorrah, for the people who are Bible believers, in the story of Sodom and Gomorrah in the Bible, the reason why God burned that town down is because, or not town, it's like a country or a town, whatever you want to call it. The reason why God burned that thing down, and I'm going to say this, the reason why God allegedly, to the story of that Sodom and Gomorrah, that the God burnt it down because they were committing great homosexual sins as among other abominations. Right? According to the Bible. We're not talking about anti-LGBT. I'm not against. You do you, but your soul is your soul. That's all I'm gonna say. But the reason why that town was burnt down in the Bible was because they were committing great abominations as well as homosexuality. And if we all conducted ourselves as sinners and heathens, then would God spare our town? But if we were rising up as higher vibration and living positive and decent and better versions of ourselves, will God have mercy on our town then? If we were all shining bright, high vibrational, positive, not negative, not cannibals, not savages, not murderers, not mayhem. If we were living like that, do you think God would destroy our town? Or is God savage and he don't care? If we all rose up high vibration, is God savage and he don't care and he's going to destroy us anyway? So wouldn't you think to give yourself, us, all of us, wouldn't y'all understanding and think to give ourselves a best chance at survival as humanity, we all should rise ourselves as high vibration? Positive, righteous, well-to-do, not hating, not racist. No, all are not sinners. God damn it, that's a lie the devil taught you so you could stay down there with him. All are not sinners. When a child is born into this earth, they're not a sin and not a sin in their body. When the child is born brand new into this earth, they don't know no sin. When the child is born into this, don't know nothing. You could take a child and have him born in Africa and fly him to China and drop him off, and he would be a fucking Chinese baby. So we are not born in sin. That's a devil's lie. That's why I said the Bible is a tool that's created by the devil and his people to destroy my people. And it's been used very carefully and crafted very carefully to break you and break your will. Because you cannot say that we're all born sinners when your child, you ever seen your brand new baby when he comes out, how perfect they are? You ever seen how perfect your baby is when he comes out? Have y'all ever witnessed the birth of your child? Does anybody out here have babies who's watching? Does anybody out here have babies who's watching? That's the most marvelous thing you'll ever witness with your fucking eyes. Just like witnessing a death is the most traumatic thing you'll witness with your eyes. So life is the pinnacle of visual, and death is the worst thing that you could see with your visual. Life and death, the alpha and the omega, the balance and the balance of life. Misguided where? Because I'm not a fucking fake Christian like most of the people are. Oh, I believe in Christ, but I'm out here sucking dick on Friday. You don't believe in Jesus Christ? Oh, I just let this man do this to me, but I'm going to go to church tomorrow. You don't believe in Jesus Christ? The fuck are y'all talking about? You can miss me with that false reality, that false Christianity shit. Yeah, Jesus said this and that. Well, why are you killing people? Make it make sense. But in the Bible it says, turn the other cheek when you're getting punished, and it's all about enduring. How much can you endure? If you endure pain to the very end, you'll get blessed. That sounds like slavery. If you endure the pain that I suffer you and give to you until you die, you'll have a place in the afterlife. Oh my fucking God. If you suffer, listen to the logic of this bullshit. If you suffer the evil wrath of Satan throughout your whole life and endure it until the very end, when you die, not in your life, when you die, you get heaven then. But the man who's giving you hell, the man who's dealing you hell, he's living in heaven on earth. He's sipping the finest champagne. He stole all your ancestors' relics and is looking at your ancestors. He's using your ancestors' power. He's using your ancestors' knowledge. He's using your ancestors' wisdom. And tell you to endure to the end, and you'll get 9 virgins in the afterlife. You ain't getting no goddamn virgins when you die, my nigga. You're not. You're not. And boy, you stick around and learn something, but you don't get the chance to stick around no more. You had a chance to learn, but now you don't learn. I read the Bible 3 times, and guess what? The red in the Bible is the devil. If you don't do what I say, you will burn eternally. The flame, the burn, the flame. Nigga, that's the devil. Who was crucifying people on crosses all along the highways? The Romans, the Catholic Church, the Christian. During the beginning of Christianity, they had to start it with crusades. They had to kill people in order to make them believe in Christ, and scared everybody else into believing in Christ. Let me show y'all the true where Jesus comes from real quick before I get off here. Oh yes, baby, show it to him. All right. Yes, I'm going to show y'all the truth before I get out of here. All lies, all that Christianity stuff comes from African culture. They stole it from African people, reworded it just so their people could have a culture. Now let's play this truth, and you could take it if you want to take
Power
it.
on.
If you
The
don't want to
Bluetooth
take
device
it,
is ready
it's
to
up
pair.
to you. I'm not here to do nothing but present the truth, and it is what it is at this point. But all the false religion, it's all pointless. All the false religions, all pointless. They stole everything from African people, reworded it, twisted it, just so they
The
could
Bluetooth device
control
is
the
connected
planet.
successfully.
And I've read the Bible 3 whole times by myself, and I like the Bible. It's a great book. It's a great book, and you can take a lot of good from it. So, but no, it's a lot of lies in there too. Let's go. Watch this, y'all. Watch this.
So we have to back up a little bit to deal with Serapis. So when the Greeks took over, the Ptolemies didn't get the respect that the Nasut Biti got. The Nasut Biti was like a Netzer-like figure. The Ptolemy was the king, you know, without his military, there was nobody listening. And nobody came in the multitudes to listen to him, okay? So he didn't get the same type of respect. So he commissioned the priest in ancient Kemet to develop and make him godlike. And so what they did is they took Zeus, they took Asar and Haru, and they mixed it all together with a European face, and they created this new person called Serapis. And Serapis was like their new god. He was the head of the pantheon. And so the king now was under the guise and the rulership of Serapis. And so that became the prototype. Those followers became Coptics. So I want you to understand. So Coptic Christianity came out of this development of Serapis, a amalgamation of the Greek, Roman, and African emperors all mixed into one divinity. And Serapis then became the prototype later for Jesus. Okay, so now, when we're creating Serapis, remember they took existing things that already took. So Zeus, now you have to understand, they took Zeus was the head of the pantheon, right? But Zeus comes from Ethiopia and has to go back to Ethiopia and be charged every year. They have a big festival. Now that's kind of funny. A god from your nation has to go to another nation to be charged. Okay. Then they took Asar, because everybody, you couldn't get rid of Asar. Asar was the great black, the first king, you know, like that. And then they took Haru, higher consciousness, this concept, and all pull it into this one angelic being. Okay, so now they create, and they make him in the image of the white Greeks. So that's the key. There is no image of a white god here like that until this. In Egypt, in Kemet. So now they got a white god who's on parallel with Haru and Asar. So now we convert these Negroes, if I use the expression, you take the Kemetu and make them into Negroes. Negroes are not born, they are created, like Angel Food Cake and Stephen Fletcher, okay? So you get the idea. So now they've created this whole Negro class, these Coptics now, who are following Serapis. And they began preaching on the corners. They're converting people over. And then there was a division, because as they start during the Nicene Conference, when they were developing the character of Jesus, the Africans had a problem. They said, no, we know this ain't true. All of this stuff, y'all just made this stuff up. And so when Constantine asked for a vote on who's going to follow the new teachings, the Africans who rebel were killed or ostracized. So he would say, okay, raise your hand if you disagree. And everybody who raised their hand, he would send his soldiers, they cut their heads off. So this was a bloody meeting. They don't tell you
Look, this is why they love Constantine so much. This is why they make movies and all this shit of Constantine, because he was the part of the reason why Christianity took hold in the world. This shit is the fucking, let's go.
Heads all over the place at the meeting. Then he said, okay, we're going to have another vote. Now, how many of y'all are down for the new program? Okay. And then that's the real division of the Coptic Church. So the Coptic Church now moved into Ethiopia. And so that's why Jesus, everybody got an afro. You know, you got to hold all the saints as black with afros and everything. So the Coptic Church moved into Ethiopia. The Coptic Church started in Egypt. So I need people to understand. Right now, it's the minority in Egypt because of Islam. But the Coptic Church started in Egypt from Serapis and the continuation of that. And then you have the division. So now the Coptic Church became a total separate entity. Then the science stopped. We stopped having pre-scientists at that point. So the modern world doesn't create pre-scientists the way we did in ancient times. If you look at the pre-scientists in Asia, pre-Christianity and Judaism, the prototype all came from Kemet. So the Shaolin monk is a master in the martial arts, but he's a Buddhist priest. The Buddhist priests that you see in Thailand and all that, all are masters in the art. So it was all one package, the mental, physical, and spiritual. Those 5 domains I talk about were being kind of taught in the Kemetic spiritual system. So as it spread along Southern Asia, all those priests that later became Buddhists and stuff like that kept it intact. Their dress comes directly from Kemet. You know, the one arm out, you know. All of that comes out of ancient Kemet, okay? So I need people to see that. Only when you have the modern day Christians and then Islam comes out of Christianity. That's all right? So they still have the same, they go by the Old Testament. They still believe in Moses and all of that, you know, they all of that. So I just need people to know. So when people ask like, Fadisa, you're a pre-scientist, but you're doing martial arts. I'm saying no. To develop something and not be able to defend it is like not having it at all. You want to be able to walk through the jungle, walk through the rainforest with no fear, so that I can teach what I need to teach.
God bless this brother for teaching the very much truth stories and the very real historian. That brother's a super historian. I'm like a baby to what the knowledge I know to compare what brothers like that know. That's a true historian. Go look him up. I forget his name, but that channel, that 7 channel, Building 7. Boy, fire content. Fire historical content over there. So we ain't talking about that. Niggas is so slow. God bless all y'all. Have a good night. I'm gonna go ahead and play with my children, put them to bed. It's bedtime. It's late. It's bedtime. Have a wonderful night, y'all. God bless y'all for listening. Thank y'all so much. You know, whatever. Your religion ain't got nothing to do with the truth. Don't even worry about religion. Put that in the back pocket and start learning the truth. It's your big homie. Thank you, Fatima, for tuning in. Please subscribe, Fatima. I do this every night, man. Great content. Yesterday I did a live trying to save the women. I always do lives trying to save my people, man. That's what I'm here for, man. Big homie, big baddie, man. I'm just trying to do my part, you know, so I can go to bed at night knowing I did my part. You know what I'm saying? Thank you for the sub. If you do, if you don't, you're going to miss out, girl, because I'll be doing this shit every day. So thank you so much. Bless y'all. Bless all my people who support, you know, respect. Thank you so much. Yeah, respect. If you probably talking shit, but I don't even care. Y'all have no idea. I'm the truth, and the truth doesn't care about the lies. The only thing I care about is passing the truth on. Let's go. It's your big homie, big baddie, man. Nah, I don't debate over here. We don't debate. This ain't no motherfucking debate. This the truth, real talk, real shit podcast. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. If you hit that subscribe button, you'll be tapped into the real deal truth. You know what I'm saying? I don't Nah, that's bullshit. They put in the Bible to not love the Egypt because Pharaoh and all that. Pharaoh had slaves and all that. That's all bullshit because guess what? They wanted you to not know the true gods of earth. And guess what? You don't know the true gods of earth because you're you believe in bullshit. You know what I'm saying? World history has nothing to do with Bible. There's been spiritual texts and ways of living. You could just study the 42 laws of Ma'at. Just study that. The 42 laws of Ma'at. You could just study that. My channel's about the truth. That's all this channel's about. I'm a truth channel, man, over here now. But tonight I was the first half of my channel, the day of tonight was talking about the conspiracy of Charlie Kirk stuff with the movie and different things. But this is a truth channel, man. You know, no, I'm not all over the place. Now I'm off. I'm getting off here. I was trying to help my people before I get off here. Yep. Good night, y'all. Thank y'all so much, man. All the real supporters, man. Thank y'all for the big turnout tonight. I appreciate y'all. Hit that subscribe button. You will not want to miss these lives, man. I'm telling you, man. No joke here.